The importance of spiritual insight in the life of a believer. Spiritual insight is a vital component in the life of every believer. It refers to the divine ability to perceive, understand, and interpret life and spiritual matters beyond the physical realm. This insight is not merely intellectual knowledge, but a revelation that comes from God, often through the Holy Spirit, prayer, and deep communion with Him. When a believer can discern God's will and recognize His hand in their lives, it becomes easier to trust Him even in difficult circumstances. They can see beyond the immediate situation and understand that God is working all things for their good. Romans 8:28. Second, it provides direction and clarity. Spiritual insight helps believers to make wise decisions aligned with God's purpose. Proverbs 3:5-6 encourages believers to trust in the Lord and not lean on their own understanding. Insight from God allows one to walk in wisdom, avoiding pitfalls and spiritual traps. Third, it deepens intimacy with God. As a believer grows in spiritual insight, their relationship with God becomes more personal and meaningful. They are no longer just followers of doctrines, but friends of God who understand His heart and desires. Fourth, it equips the believer for ministry and service. Spiritual insight allows one to discern the needs of others, offer timely encouragement, and operate effectively in spiritual gifts. It enables believers to be sensitive to the voice of God and the move of His Spirit in the lives of those around them. Lastly, spiritual insight protects from deception. In a world filled with false teachings and spiritual confusion, a believer with insight can discern truth from error and stand firm in the faith. In conclusion, spiritual insight is essential for a victorious, purposeful, and impactful Christian life. It nurtures growth, fosters deeper communion with God, and empowers the believer to live wisely and courageously in a complex world. May the Lord help us to be more like Him and remain blessed.